Alright. So, 2 or 3 things. 1, I'm exhausted today. I got maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours of actual sleep last night. Second off, I was gonna do Baldur's Gate today. But, yeah, that didn't work out exactly as anticipated. You know what I actually want to do really quick? I don't know if this is going to be stupid or worth it at all, but... I was doing Baldur's Gate today, but, that didn't exactly work out. Due to one simple fact of my wire is brokey for some reason. Well, I mean, I say for some reason. It's frayed, so, like, it's a little not working, right? So, for whenever I need to actually talk with them, we can put that on. And then, when not, and we're going into battle. I mean, I could just do this, but it's whatever. What I will do, actually, though, is, I'm gonna link you to that. And then... Alright. Oh, wait, you know, because I'm a warrior here. Let's... I guess that works. What was I saying? Yeah, my wire's frayed, so my controller keeps disconnecting, and as much as I love Baldur's Gate, and I want to stream it, because, like, I woke up and I was watching a Baldur's Gate stream, so hey, this person does the same thing. I was like, oh, yeah, let me do this today. I can't play the game on mouse and keyboard. It's not comfortable for me. So, here we are, back in 14. I will attempt to get a working wire tonight. If not, then I will have to wait until this weekend. Saturday, because I actually have to go out Saturday, so. I may as well. 2 birds, 1 stone that day, right? Okay, so this is patch 3.1. As light goes, so goes darkness. 8 quests. I'm hoping to do those, and then maybe the first 2 of Gears of Change, because then we get the anti-tower. Gratuitous timing, as always, Little. Tataru was just about to brief me on the search for our missing comrades. Let me take these other earbuds off. Sure, you should charge them as well. Now, there was another way that I could play Baldur's Gate. And it was by playing on the PlayStation. Because obviously controller can work wirelessly there. But, I would have to start a new character. And then all the other chargers that I do have are like attached to the brick physically and not like USB. So the only one that I had is a little messed up. If you would be so kind, then. Absolutely. You'll be pleased to hear that Ryu and his men, Ryu and his men have been making excellent progress. You remember how Fleming helped me escape when the Crystal Braves, escaped the Crystal Braves in Limsa Lominsia, only to then disappear? Well, according to Ryu, she crept aboard a ship bound for Razathan, where she's been hiding ever since. He assured me that it won't be long before we're reunited. As for Ida and Papalymo, the remains of their link pearls have been found, and in Pearl Lane, of all places, Ryu thinks they must have disposed of them after escaping the Royal Promenade. Yes, that would make sense. They cannot risk being eavesdropped upon by our betrayers. We're all but certain they fled the city short after, though we still don't have a clue where they went. I see. And what of Thancred and Minfilia? I'm afraid I have nothing new to share about those two. But it's not all doom and gloom. There's good news. The good news is, we've enlisted the service of a Charlian scholar, one of the students of Baldessian, to aid in the search, who should be arriving any day now. One of the students, you say? I should very much like to meet this scholar, if time permits. But first, we must attend a more pressing matter. Sir Aymeric has summoned the two of us to his for a private audience. The messenger did not specify what he wished to discuss, only that it was urgent. Assuming you have no objections, Little, I suggest we proceed to the congregation forthwith. And mayhap we can meet with the scholar afterwards. Agreed. In that case, I think I'll return to the Forgotten Knight for now. Things are liable to fall apart if I'm gone for too long, you know. I like how I was also thinking like, oh man, I shouldn't be wearing this outfit to talk with them. Meanwhile, all Estinian wears is his uniform. But, or a mask at least, but we will put on some glasses so I can actually, you know, see what I'm doing. The Lord Commander wishes to see you. Proceed, sir. I believe this is going to be voiced.
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
Privacy?
We quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
With my father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities. I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely. Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop. But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited.
That's fair. My bad.
Mayhap I could have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence? After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time for deception has passed. I only wish the people agreed. That some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number question our methods.
If they suspect a coup, it will not be long before some turn to violence.
It has already begun, and that on both sides. Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets. Some have even been assaulted in the Broom. Hilda and her people have formed a watch to help us maintain order, but such measures will not prevent the unrest from spreading.
For all our talk of peace, the people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Emmerich. But what precisely would you have us do?
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Trine. To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
Noted.
Annex Trine? You would speak with Vidofnir then?
We must needs open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard. Were she still with us, I would of course have beseeched Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead. Will you do us this favor? Thank you, my friends. Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
Just kiss her already, please. I thought she was about to slap the hell out of him. Oh. I was like, wait, Lucia, what are you doing? Not to your husband.
In the wake of the Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core. For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers. What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers? And what then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow? A tomorrow in which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens.
Ooh.
Yet while we dared to hope, deep within his lair the enemy lay, gathering his strength. Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph.
I don't remember some of these scenes for some reason.
Desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
I know little of these lands, the lands these dragons call home, the Annex Thrine. Had you not agreed, this annex, sorry. Had you not agreed to escort me, the coming journey would seem a far more daunting prospect. I confess, I myself once shuddered the thought of it. Yet even the longest journey begins with the first step, does it not? Ah, but ere we set forth, Little and I must inform our comrade of our plans. Very well, I shall see to my preparations. Then, let us go bid farewell to Tataru, Little. Yes, sir. Friend person. They're alive! Please no, friend person. Cure on hard times. Oh no, the little guy. Oh wait. Ha, what am I doing? She's right there. Oh, hello, little wind-up papa. So, what's with your secret meeting all about? I'm all ears. We're going to die, Tataru. Everyone, right now. AC-130 inbound. A diplomatic mission to annex Thran, you say? I suppose that does take precedence. But should your meeting with Vidofnir happen to end early, you might want to reconsider rendezvousing with Yashoda in Idleshire. She'll be there to receive our guest. Don't get me wrong, your meeting with the dragons is terribly important and everything, but this scholar just happens to be... Time permitting, as I said. We shall endeavor to join Y'shtola, but if we cannot, pray pass on our regards. Let us be off, Little. We have kept the first commander waiting long enough. Sorry, Tataru. Dude, what does that top look like? Oh, it doesn't let me dye it. Are you ready then? Good, so am I. I'll take the... You know, it's fall. Let me take the hot chalky. The path is long, but known to us. From Falcon's Nest, we shall cross the Western Highlands and make for Tailfeather, in the Dravinian Forelands. There we can stop to rest and replenish our supplies. Questions? If not, then the stables await. I'm gonna put the helmet on. Big axe. Big spin. Oh. Sorry, my eye was a little itchy there. I always imagined that the first time I set foot upon Dravanian soil would be at the head of an army. And here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. Full well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past, though it was I who first proposed to recruit Eorzea to our cause. I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I had uttered them, and for a long time after that. Here was a woman with the blood of the innocents on her hands, men, women, and children, all slain in the name of the implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in common cause. At our side. I don't know what voice I'm giving him, but... oh wait, I think I know. Alright, this is gonna be the voice that I give for Alphino. It's not his voice, but it's one that I know I can do constantly. let's go. That one pops up again. There's like I used to do like a really bad imitation of Ben Starr. So like I'm trying to like get back into that mindset of it because I think the voice could work for Alfina, even though his is a little bit higher pitched. At our side, she fought in service to this greater good, even unto her dying breath. See, like that's better. And while that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You know what? Argument's sake, you're a real person somehow. Hello, Soifon. How are you? I know it's just the bot copy pasta thing, but I'll still be nice to the robot. Just in case the uprising happens. You ask much, Master Alfino. Yet who can say what might come to pass? Should our negotiation bear fruit? Yes, of course. We must press on to Annex Shrine, if you will follow me. Oh wait. TP. Oh, I didn't pay attention that I was actually on the draggy still. Vidofnir, my friend, how are you doing? Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Yzael. But this one I do not know. Pray forgive us this unannounced visit, Vidofnir. May I present you Lucia, the first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend. It is an honor to meet with you, Vidofnir. I come as an envoy of Sir Aymeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed, you may speak, Knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be the architects of this war. But now we know the truth, that King Thorin and his knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm Ratatoskor. Shattering the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, a truth which at last laid bare by the Warrior of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Lady Yzael. Alas, a deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labor to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who would dare to dream of peace that could at last be within our grasp? Yet, dream we must. Yzael once did, and we must make that dream reality as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnir, join hands with us in friendship once more before the eyes of my people in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, Knight. However, I cannot give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bolder, even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years at war, we shall not give up at peace for want of patience. Ha! Fear not, knight. Thou shalt have mine answer within thy lifetime. So soon? My humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith until we meet again. Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I'm surprised our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come from it remains to be seen, however. Mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. But you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no further need of service, we shall continue on to Charlian. We hope to welcome a scholar. I need to try and say the line to make me start it again. Who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades. Then I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was, and thank you, again, for sparing the time to assist us, even when even when such grave matters remain unsolved. I can think of no graver matter than 1,000-year war. 1,000-year blood war? One which our friends gave their lives to see ended. Suffice it to say, I would willingly make 1,000 journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Of that, I have no doubt, Master Alphino. I only hope that the fates will not hold you to your words. Alright, Alphino, my boy.
My favorite Lala.
So, it would seem we have time to greet the scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfilia. And Thancred, I can only assume she is privy to some new investigation technique. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with Y'shtola in Eorzea. Hydaelyn. Dun, 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 dun. Oh? Unexpected proposal, taking stock, a striking opportunity. Disarm? Alexander. I actually don't. The Fires of Somal. I don't know what some of these are, but we got a lot of blues to work through. Ah, little, 'tis good to see you. I confess, I had assumed your business with Anixthrine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vidofnir go well? As well as expected. She must discuss Sir Aymric's proposal with Hraze Velgar, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Charlian guest? Has she arrived yet? She has, but when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on Front Bridge. We should be on our way. Agnes Mistral. Your style is valid, and screw everyone who says otherwise. Thank you, Agnes. I got an axe, and I'm not afraid to use it. Hello, little lady.
I'm terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
No worries.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves. Pray, allow me to introduce Kryle, who has recently come from the Sharlayan motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, sir.
As it is you.
And who is that I spy but young Alpha No Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
We, Miss Kryle and I met at the Studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
It was no
Sage?
small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the Studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Kryle.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Such a
Mayhap we
mischievous
should
lady.
save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking. Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Then what are you waiting for?
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
Hey, I need to put my helmet on. Wait. Nope. There we go. Oh, that's right. This is the area I don't have the final crystal for. Which I'm just assuming is this quest here, so may as well make, hasty approach to it. Nope, not there. Oh, is it one of these? Well, we're gonna have to find out later. It might be smart to do it. Let me just check out all those quests. I'm assuming it's the level 58 one. And I just, you know, never paid attention to grabbing it. Yep, this is it. I remember this one now. Taking stock, and let me be that google for you. Gods damn it. I've been had. Some twice cursed son of a mad, blind bitch. God. I've made off with all my tankings. And my tradables, too. I knew this place was full of treasure hunters, but I never reckoned it'd be my treasure that'd be hunting. And if it ain't just my losses that concern me, the gobbies count on the goods I bring in to keep this place fed and watered. If I don't get my stock back, this whole town could fall apart. What do you say, adventurer? Will you help me bring these thieving curs to book? An adventurer coming back for the answering quarter says he bumped into a gang of ill-looking brutes on the front bridge. Nearly knocked the poor kid into the thaliac. They did. However, anyhow, he says they were headed to the ruins. Meet me there, and we'll start the search. Yes, my Herdix gaming. Nice hat you got there. Whee. Of course, it would be the level 58 quest that I don't have done. Why would it give me one at level 60, right? Well met, lad. Now, here's the plan. Considering the weight of the stuff they stole, they won't get far on foot. Chances are they have a boat hidden somewhere. I'll get onto my crew and have them stake out the riverbank. In the meantime, I want you to search the ruins for whatever you can find. Maybe the bandits are laying low out there, or maybe they've stashed the loot and moved on. If you should chance on any of my belongings, I'd be obliged if you'd bring them back. Yes, ma'am. I'll just go this way, whatever. Bum, bum, bum. Nice and easy. Boing. Like, actually, before I continue the next quest, I'm just gonna take a quick little bathroom break. Just got a random call. Let me see. Don't know. They called, breathed, and that was it. How goes the search adventure? Did you find anything? There you go. My stock? Well, one chest worth of it anyway. There's still some, missing, but this is a damn good start. You've got the nose of a bloodhound, lad. I'll be waiting. Lend of that sniffer of yours to track down the rest of my property. Boots. Alright. A frequent flyer. Alright. I will be right back. Alrighty. Okay, now we have all the Aether Currents done for this one. You did say we were headed for a cave, did you not? But I certainly do not see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something? I've heard many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. I'm just like, hi Cryo, I'm a big fan. Rest assured, they are all true. This way. And have care where you tread. Oh, the song.
Oh, is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Wow, thanks,
Forgive
Master.
us,
Thanks,
Master
MM.
Matoya. We
Say
will be
Master
sure to
Matoya,
wipe
but
them on the way
MM.
out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Cryle, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our Order's headquarters and the Isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Cryle, you too possess the Echo.
Well, yes, of course I do. Our Order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to
Don't
be
worry,
taken.
I also have the Echo.
Yes, yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
Simmer, old lady.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the signs of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
Never.
Throw garbage everywhere.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which served to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Thank you, Master Matoya. Then let us begin. From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock, I think.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
Alright, to Tailfeather we go. Ba-da-ba-da-na-na. Ba-da. Ba-da-da. Oh, you're not a person.
Ryle.
So, alright. Were I to find myself in unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state, he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiance. Yet, even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders have passed through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we ask questions to the locals. Fear not, Cryo. I have already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. This is impressive. You drew him from memory? A skill I acquired some years ago, for reasons I no longer remember. I just realized I got like 13k health, so that's pretty dope. I propose we split into 2 pairs. Y'shtola and I will inquire at the outlying encampments, while Little and Cryle question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Lothastvoth and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us begin. My, he certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. Anyway, we had best get started. Find me when you finished making your rounds. Oh yeah, for reasons he no longer remembers, but Cryle conveniently remembers. That's funny. Funny. Searching for a friend of yours? Let's have a look then. Nope, ain't seen him around. Sorry. Okay. Hello, big boy. What's that you've got there? Sketch? Pardon me. Can't say I know the face. You say he's something of a warrior? I had the tale the other day of a Hurrian vagabond who brought down a bandersnatch by himself and with style. Way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the bell of a bleeding bowl. Sound like a man? Mayhap, mayhap. I need to get that looked at in a minute. Or, I say in a minute, I mean later. I just feel something on the back of my head, which hurts. Ow. A Hurrian man? We're not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? This Hurrian man. I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river, to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see? That's and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. Interesting. Finished. In that case, I think we've learned everything we can here. Let's see what the others have found out. Dragon. I mean, honestly, in this fit, the bike is, like, the most fitting. God, once I get to Shadowbringers in 12 years, I'm going to have so many outfits that I can make. Because that's like where 95% of the gear I want is, for all my jobs. My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting, not so receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings for an exceptionally capable Hydaelyn hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though no one chanced to see the man's face, his height and build matched Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. So, you have heard the same tales. Be that as it may, we yet want for conclusive proof. Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Voth trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. Are you implying that Thancred sent a Voth to the market in his stead? Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the livestream as naked as your name day. It is, in a sense, I shall not forget. It is a scene I shall not forget. Is it now? Well, I was pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred himself might be in the self-same predicament. In any case, if we had dealings with the Voth, they should be able to tell us, no? Quite alright. Kryl, quite right. Quite right, Kryl, quite right. Oh. Hey, enter by accident. Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Loth Astvath. We must go and see Voth right away. Come along, everyone, come along.
Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Loth Astvath. What do you seek this day?
We seek a man whom we are told may have had you may have had certain dealings. Hello, Claire. How are you doing?
How curious. The hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey.
No. He is not prey, but a friend long missing.
Good. He is friend too to the Voth as well. One with whom we have traded many times.
Truly? And you are quite certain it was this man?
There is no doubt about it. The fleshling cloaked in skin came to us from Som-Al, lost and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended his wounds. How you doing today? I don't remember if I said that or not, so just saying it again. He brought us much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was. Much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them.
And where is he now?
Gone to Loth Astvath not long ago, when he heard the One Mind had summoned our god once more.
Ravana has returned? Vidofnir did say that the Noth had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart. But we must hasten to our comrade's side.
Go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as a sacrifice.
It's the Voth thing. Dun 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 dun. So I will go with the, I think I get like jewelry here soon. I'm fending, so I mean in general fending gear would probably be good to have, but I might go with the slaying. Stuff just because of what's it called? Samurai is gonna need the gear in the future, and this one's going to be getting gear as time goes on. Also has level 60 gear per se, and I could just, I mean, either way I can just get tome gear, but it's really up to, you know, time and what I think I want to do.
Who else could be? Thancred! It could be Thancred! We must hurry!
Oh, hey boy. Hey. Best boy.
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever.
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not!
There's a little Lala.
So you are the warrior of light. The savior of Eorzea.
And you are, my beautiful baby boy.
It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
1 healer, 2 DPS, 2 tanks. Interesting.
Shall we show them?
It's fitting the first time I'm seeing him, I too am a warrior. My boy. Just like, fools. I saw a guy with an axe. That doesn't seem right. To, Thancred. Like how I was gonna make that comment earlier, but I was like, yeah, it's whatever, but. It's a big knife. Hello, warrior of darkness. Look at the darker colors they'll have.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt, but so be it. Mark well our faces, warrior of light, for we are the warriors of darkness, walkers of a different path, and we shall meet again.
You just group teleported.
Warriors of Darkness? Really?
But why am I the one wearing all the dark colors as well? Does that mean anything?
Thancred, are you all right?
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
Yeah, agreed.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
I like how yesterday I was doing all the talking, and now today it's just like they're most of the talking, and I'm very happy about it.
Have you forgotten the circumstances of our party? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then... Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the all together. Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides. Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke?
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement. From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
It's your boy. You know how it is, Thancred, you know how it is.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more.
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed Warriors of Darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the Warrior of Light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
Mayhap. A little slow, a little late. Blessed with the power of the Echo, and driven to put down Primals. Despite his declarations that they walk different paths, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors, and attempted to recruit them to our cause. I recall no such adventurers, and I would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us, I think. Oh look, it's Thancred, yeah! One of the primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates. That's how Eden and Papalimo found a little. Ah, the memories. It seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labor to believe that a band of, preternaturally gifted adventurers have been traveling across the land, slaying primals without our knowledge. 'Twould simply imply gross negligence on our part. It is, indeed. Speculation will avail us not. There is far too much we don't know. For the present, we need concentrate on what we do know. Namely, that Lord Ravana is no more. Vidofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Aymric's invitation. Since you seem to have your affairs here well in hand. A little coffin fit. I shall take my leave. Simply, being in the vicinity of the colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg of her assistance, with the search for Menphilia. Wait, Menphilia is missing? I thought she escaped with Little. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. Alright, riding a dragon to talk to the dragons. How's everyone doing today? I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard.
I know you're a woman dragon, but I I don't know what voice to give a woman dragon. So all dragons kind of sound like that to me.
My thanks, Vidofnir, but it was not, for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who had been summoned by the Noth, has been again laid low. Truly, once more you mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. You would have our deepest thanks. Would that we could take credit, the god fell by another's hand. Another, revelation upon revelation, regardless. It is cause for celebration. The Noth will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter, I have tidings for thee as well. Regarding the Ishgardian invitation. I see I sent a text really quick. I just have like a metric butt ton of texts here that I need to get rid of. There we go. Regarding the Ishgardian invitation, as promised, that music switched up fast. As promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years I have mourned my beloved who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot, until the child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth she wrapped herself in a dream, yet the world will remember her deeds. For the truth she fought. For justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal or for woe. Such is the folly and the glory of man and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Aemric's invitation. Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer, and we will convey your words to our allies without delay. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. It's happening, Yezel. But that you were here to see it. Cutscenes, cutscenes. Come on, let's get them cutscenes. Me.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another. Honorable men, to whom Sir Aemeric was no hero, but a scheming patricide.
Oh.
Honorable men who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood. Honorable men
Attaboy.
whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
Look at that. Damn. Away we go. Alright. Oh, hello, little lady. Weaver, I see. Stark Knight. Ooh. Local potato. You're not a potato. Okay, that's kind of cool. Alright, we're gonna do the quick game reset. Final Fantasy 14. Alright, how long of a queue? Not a long queue. We shall be good. All right. Pardon me. All right. Right, let us not keep Sir Aymeric waiting. Are you quite well, Thancred? Yes, quite well. Forgive me, you have given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgardians and the Dravanians and our friends nowhere to be found. 'Twould seem there is no end to our troubles. We can but face them head-on, one at a time. For now, we must apply ourselves to our allotted tasks and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you as they found me. In time, we will find Ida, Papalymo, and Minfilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Pray do not misunderstand. I do not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wish that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of the more triumphant moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. I know you will. So then, to the congregation. It's gonna... Ooh, a dragoon. Oh, it's still her. Alright. All the way up here, please. I got an axe to grind with ya. Storm Stardust. Oh, I don't know her anything. You have returned. In this, at least, the fates are kind. Greetings, for First Commander. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidofnir has accepted Sir Aemric's invitation. She has? Ah, these are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Ah, is he otherwise engaged? Aye. Sleeping off a knife to the gut. What? What happened? Will he live? The Jurigans tell me that he will make full recovery. But Lord Edmond and Lord Artorial not been on hand when the assassin struck. He would not have been so fortunate. For a mercy, they subdued the fiend before he could land a telling blow. The attack was just the beginning, though not long after, buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flames. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been dousing the fires, but for every one we've put out, seems like 2 more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. If we had a more, like, here, Elysian, like, half-breed, I'd probably be playing one of them over Lala in, like, reality. Because I think the face shape of Elysian are a little weird, but, like, the ears are perfect, so just, like, move those over onto here, and it's, like, perfect, in my opinion. His plain these fires were started by the assassins conspirators. Until they've been rounded up, there'll be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Then let us be about it. I could go for the... I'll probably get the slaying. Just so my samurai has some better items here and there. The flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise locations where these fires were set? Mayhap there is a pattern. If there is, we have yet to discern it. The fires have been reported throughout the city in both the pillars and foundation. Indeed, the given size of the areas affected, I think it is best to divide our forces. Master Alfino, Mistress Y'shtola, I would have you take charge of the investigation in the foundation. As you wish, mayhap Tatru will be of assistance as well. Meaning Little and me get the pillars. Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue strike a pose? Strike and oppose, be joining us? Thancred, of the Signs of the Seventh Dawn, and may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you too, my lady. I'll bet the name's Hilda, a scion, eh? And there I was thinking I found a fellow ruffian amongst these illustrious personages. I will remain here to coordinate the fire-quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray inform me immediately. That is all. Yes, ma'am. Well, we could begin by sifting through charred rubble and questioning random passerbys. In my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. Oh, aye. The infamous Lord Emmanuelin of de Fortom. Lover of women and wine. Though neither care for him much, I say he could gossip. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. God, my brain. Broken. Holy shit. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capable suggestion, little. He'll be at the Crozier, most like. Making an effort to be seen, so let's go and see him. Grizzled. I will accept, but old. Ugh. Yes, buddy. You are a little older than her. How did you get hurt? I'm assuming she swapped jobs, but it's kind of funny that it was back to the same job I saw her on earlier. Well, well, if it isn't a little, dearest of all my friends, you're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old boy? Ah, yes, the arson's dreadful business, that. And awfully curious. Wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it all. Naturally, we've doubled the guards outside the manor along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames after all. Oh, in any case, if you were wondering why the Hoplon is awash with refugees, the lower levels, the vault has been open to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Aymric's orders, from what I hear. Remarkable man, not even a knife in the rib can keep him from his duties. Actually, old boy, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hoplon. While you're conducting your inquiries, I could offer but words of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens. Wait a moment. I know what that is. You're giving me one of your looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice. I will have you know, my heart yearns for but one rose, prickly she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well. If it will help to prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and catch those arsonists. That was not entirely what I had hoped for, but whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. Our next step, I suggest we divide our forces. While you question the refugees at the Hoplon, little, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? You know, I reckon I would. Couldn't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. Alright. Hopline! Hopline!
Ours was one of the first homes to be claimed, but I didn't see how the fires began.
I didn't see her face. It was only when I heard... You know what? No.
I was only when I heard...
She inhaled a little too much smoke.
It was only when I heard our neighbors shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with the clothes on our back. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we would have done. What we do.
This man too has smoke in his lungs.
Aye.
Why do you get a little cutscene? Come, my brothers and sisters, there is food and there is enough shelter for all in Basilica. Helone's blessing be upon you, Father. I confess we were not sure if we should come, but there are so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop and Sir Aymeric and the Dravanians. Trust in your heart, brother, and pray no heed to the lies of a lesser man. They seek only to lead you astray. Do you require succor as well, sir? So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on far too long. What could I do? What that I could do something to aid you in your search. But I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps. I'll say. It's the voice I should have given him. Mei Li. Aw, just a little kid. Actually, weirdly enough, she looks exactly like someone I know IRL, which is very freaky.
There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere. It was so hot, I couldn't breathe. I didn't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arms is getting better after all.
Mayhap, child, mayhap.
Ooh, Reaper time.
No, I want to examine you again and look at your top. It can be dyed, which is nice. Nice-oo.
Ah, there you are.
Anything to share? Huh. We will require more than muddled testimonies of a traumatized girl if we are to identify the culprit. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scene of several of the fires, including one near Saint Raymadu's cathedral and another near the tribunal. For mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how such ruthless, efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the two occasions that their target was Bashind of the Ishgard Orthodoxy. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one cause to wonder. Alfino will doubtless have an opinion. Mayhap he will, mayhap he will. No, hello, random man. Gaius Hail. Ah, oh, not there. Oh, that man's a chocobo. There they are.
My friends, how are thee today, my friends? Silence. Silence will avail you not, sir. Ah, little, I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present for the fire before the fires broke out. We wished to have a word, he did not, so we insisted.
Let me go, damn it! You've got the wrong man! But you reek of oil. And are those burns on your hands? An occupational hazard, I suppose. But tell me, does arson pay well? I'm a victim, you imbecile. Look at me! Aye, that you are. After a fashion, you should know that your Pisha's patrons already spun us a delightful yarn. And about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and said about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you, but then these high-born types rarely do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you rabid and begged us to put you down. That's bollocks. He's the one who told me to keep going. Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work. He said, I'd left it behind, tried to, with all my heart. Said my prayers every day like a good man, but he came to me. He came to me. And there you have it, Hilda. Would you be so kind as to escort our friend here off to the congregation? Aye, so long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. Not at all, wife, not at all.
That was incredible, Thancred, but how'd you know he would confess?
Well, I've seen his like before. Troubled soul manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk.
And if our captive had called your bluff?
Must we entertain hypotheticals? The world is vexing enough.
Thank you, Thancred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have at least confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it best we now return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed.
Yes, my boys. Bum, 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 bum. This axe looks like it wouldn't hurt as much as the others, honestly. But that like bit right there, that's like right above, like that's pointing at Alfino's head, that looks like it would cause some damage. Actually, what do I look like if I have my axe on my back? That's actually not bad. I'm gonna keep it there for a little bit. Oh, on behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak, though he fell silent upon realizing that he had not turned on his master. And he will soon tell us what he knows one way or another. We're going to find him. We're going to get him. Pardon the intrusion, First Commander. Lord Eorzea, you are come to see your father. He is attending Sir Aymeric in the chamber at present. I am, but he bid me bring this slave. Then do not let me detain you. To stab enemies with the tip instead of using the axe. Exactly. That's what I think I should be doing with this, because, like, I'll be doing some good damage. Like, that, like I could get it in, hook it, and then just pull and just go, and just, like, spill everything. Also, quick random question. Daniel, you're a fan of Soulsborne games, right? Do not let me detain you. Thank you for your kindness, my lord. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. What? That I could do more. Yes? Okay. Have you seen or played any Lies of P yet? Even though it's not a FromSoft game, but it is an amazing Souls-like. My Lord Eorzea did not seem to be in the best of spirits. 'Tis little wonder, Master Alfino. His father is widely slandered, and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave. Nah, not yet. Dude, I've been playing it off-stream. It's so good. It's like the... It has a very Bloodborne vibe to it. Is the Bloodborne we've been waiting for but haven't gotten yet. This can come down here. This can go over there. That can go... Alright. When are we gonna get a Bloodborne remake, man? You know what? I'm really hoping that with the success of, you know, Elden Ring and Demon Souls remake did really good. And I think one of like the heads of PlayStation stepped down, who apparently was like one of the reasons and one of like the main voices against a Bloodborne remake, that we're going to be getting it. Or I'm hoping, honestly, that on what's it called? The Game Awards, that we're gonna get one of two things or both. We get the announcement date and first proper trailer for the Elden Ring DLC. And we get a, you know, Bloodborne announcement. Honestly, just scale it up. Give us 60 FPS. We're good. That's all. All we need. Like, I want to play Bloodborne so badly, but I just can't do the 30 FPS. At least often. Like, I think I put in once or twice like 1 or 2 hours every few weeks, if anything. Shadow of the Earth. I know. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be doing a playthrough on stream of Elden Ring when they give us an announcement date. So I'll like lead up to it, do all the bosses that I can, go for the one ending I don't have yet. And then we'll play off that character for DLC. Fun fact, before I started doing Final Fantasy content, and in between my, actually I think even a little bit before my Pokemon content that was on this channel, I did a lot of From Software stuff. I did randomizers for Elden Ring. I did Soul Level 1 for Dark Souls 3. I was going to do like some other like I was gonna attempt to do like a speed run of the game. Once I got like myself a little bit better, I was gonna do the modded like convergence stuff. Because FromSoft are Souls-like are one of my favorite types of games ever. Up until recently, Elden Ring has been on my top 3, but is now my top 5.
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Between the various conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved. Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
Maybe. You know, I highly recommend
far too many to count.
Liza P, honestly. It's so good.
Lord Commander, your wounds.
Actually, that's a game that I was thinking
well.
of making a video on, but Spider-Man comes out soon, so.
Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change. When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault.
And now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
We were directing refugees into the Basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond. They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault.
And they sent you to deliver their demands.
They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
Ridiculous! I mean, do they honestly think that executing Sir Emmerich would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
Potentially.
Agreed. Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the entrance.
At once, Lord Commander.
Hilda, I need your people out in force throughout the Broom. When word spreads of the situation, the friends and family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands. I will not give these militants more targets. I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
Yes, sir.
Of course.
We are in your debt.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Atwarel. To arms then, friends. Time is against us.
Lord Artorias. Ichigo. Listen well, we will enter the Basilica silently via this gate. According to our latest reports, there are at least 6 hostages being held within. The numbers and readiness of the true brothers of the faith are unknown. I am told that one claimed to have served under Lord Thornton the Seventh. Might be the same true to the rest. Given the swiftness which they seized, oh my god, control of the vault, I think it is highly likely, yes, which means they may well possess the knowledge required to turn the building's defenses against us. But be that as it may, we have no choice but to press on, Atwariel. You are a brave man and true, and none would dare question your honor if you choose not to risk your life in this endeavor. Are you certain you wish to join us? I am no stranger to the battlefield, Sir Aymeric. My arms will not falter, my shield will not break. Halone as my witness, we will bring these fanatics to justice. Well said, my lord. Friends, follow me. Yes, sir. Could seem our presence yet goes unnoticed. Come, we must secure the entrance. Remember, saving the hostages takes precedence over all else. Mind your attacks and subdue the enemy quickly. There we go.
Bless you. You must hurry. The others were taken elsewhere by Sir Simonard.
Sir Simeonid? That is indeed the work of the Archbishop's former servants. On your guard. They've sounded the alarm. I will hold the entrance and look after this one. Now go. Got it, everyone. So angry, so nervous. Secure the hostages or leave the others to us.
Down with you!
You know what I'm really sad about? And something is that I wanted to do very badly for Halloween, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be happening. is I want to do some streams. I mean, I can still do it, but not with the people that I was hoping to.
They took the others somewhere else. It all happened so quickly.
There they are, let none escape. I wanted to stream some Phasmophobia with one of my friends. And she plays off a console, but it doesn't seem like console Phasmophobia is existing for a little bit longer. So we have that sadness to go about.
You underestimate me.
Yo, Phaz is so good. Like, I want to do a Phaz stream or two on Halloween. I just don't know who to run it with. I mean, yo, you want to run some Phaz for Halloween? I've actually been scared by Phaz for the first time since its release, which is really funny. Because I thought I would never get, like, that scared feeling from it again. Sir Seminard, lay down your arms and release the hostage, and you'll be shown mercy. I give you my word. The words of heretic and kinslayer, I would sooner trust a dragon. Activate the knights. We shall show the hostage the same mercy he showed the archbishop. Damn, you guys can't even fight us? You have to use a robot to fight us? Pathetic. Unlike you, Sir Aymeric, I am a man of honor. By my hand, you shall receive the Fury's judgment. Playing much since the new updates. I'm still on... Oh, so am I. I'm maybe like level 6. Not including like my prestige level, but I'm like level 6 now. So, it is to be a trial then. Lord Atriel, let's leave us and save the hostages. I will deal with Sir Simonard. Come then, let's see whom the Fury favors. Get the James Bonds out of here. There must be others nearby, but where? Wait, I don't remember if that opens or not. No. Ba-ba. Traitor, Kinslayer. Oh, wait. Here we go. Bom bom, bora bom, banana, 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 banana. I see no others nearby. Come, little. Sir Aymeric needs our help. You got it, buddy.
This knight does not yield!
I don't think he gets... Oh, he does get stunned. Interesting. Pathetic. One day, I swear you will. Be afraid, child. Be very afraid of me.
You must hurry. The priest took Mei Li upstairs when she saw you kill his men.
Have no fear, child. We will save your friend.
Where is he? Where is he?
Aymeric, the blue. The one who really likes Eiffel 65.
Come no closer!
But why?
You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine! I would sooner die than surrender to you.
Is it godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
Do not speak to me of godliness, heathen! Your father's blood is on your hands, as is hers!
I don't really think you get the ability to choose that. What a creepy son of a bitch. Oh, good old phrase, Volgar. Or was that yeah, no, that's thing. Yeah. That one. The name I can't remember right now. Where's that phrase? Vidofnir?
Vidofnir!
Vidofnir, that's it.
Well met, knight. Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment.
How come foible? Magic.
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
Thank you for saving me.
That voice does not match that face.
Thou art welcome, child.
Never did I think to be indebted to so unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee. I bear a message from my sire.
From Bracefelger?
Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing. This thou must know, for your fates are inextricably bound.
What of Estinian? Is he truly lost to us?
Such matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt. Fare you well, mortals.
So it is as they say then. A great white dragon swooped down from the heavens to rescue an innocent child.
A most unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Sir Emmerich? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers? After 1,000 years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause. I share your desire for a lasting peace with the Jovanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own. I see much of Horsefar in you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Aw.
Lord Edmund.
He's like, are we brothers? All right. Oh, I missed that part. Let's see if I can find it really quick. This day has been full of surprises. Has it not? 'Tis but a pity Vidofnir could not stay longer. Yes, I think it's fair to say that she timed her departure rather less well than her arrival. Well timed scarcely does it justice. But one moment later would have been a moment too late. Let us pray the Ishgardians, who yet harbor doubts, will take these events to heart and accept the truth of Sir Aemric's words. Well, it's not only met, well, 'tis only meet that I inform Tataru of what has occurred here. If you would have me, need of me, I shall be at Fortom Manor. Allow me to accompany you. Tataru would never forgive me if I left the Rising Stones without saying goodbye. Well, left for the Rising Stones. A moment, Lizzo. I wish a word. Tell me, does Thancred seem quite well to you? Held his own in the vault? That he did, which is especially remarkable given the injury to his eye. I can only assume that his time in the wilderness afforded him ample opportunity to compensate for his impairment. However, I speak not of his physical state, but rather his etheric flow. Which I fear has been irreparably disrupted. As a result, I strongly suggest that his ability to manipulate ether has compromised. Simply put, Thancred may no longer be able to wield magics. 'Twould do much to explain why he chose to remain within the wilderness instead of seeking us out. He would have been compelled to rely solely on traditional methods of travel, significantly prolonging his journey. And when he learned that a nearby bee tribe was making preparations to summon a primal, it may have all seemed more sensible to wait. But this is still little more than speculation. Until I have proof, pray speak no word of it. Yes, ma'am. Right then. I should be on my way. Quile may have charmed Master Mitoya for now, but who can say for how long it will last? Friend. I'll do another bow. Let's see. This way I go. Boing, 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 boing. Welcome home, Master Frog. Would you like to go inside?
That Vidofnir should chance to arrive even as the girl fell. Truly, I could not have planned it better myself.
Ah, good. We were afraid you might have left.
Already?
A shield, my lord?
Fit for a true knight. An expression of our gratitude to you and yours. Long overdue.
If I were a pally, then yeah, sure, that would work.
But there is something else I would discuss ere you part. Something which cannot leave this room. My father will soon step down as head of our house.
Oh?
Sir Emmerich was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat. Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers.
Surely there must be another way to convince houses Durandare and Zemail.
Yes.
So I said to him, alas, he will not budge.
I agree, we ignore that it was floating on air.
Ever since I was a child, I knew that I would one day succeed my father. The thought of it filled me with pride. Yet once I learned the day was at hand, my heart was filled with naught but dread. Our legacy is built upon the lies of our forefathers. In accepting this title, am I not perpetuating this injustice?
No.
Why should I become the next count?
Knight lives to serve.
You sound just like him. Aye, I suspect that is what Horschiffon would have said. To aid those in need. When you look on that shield, I trust you will remember his words. And should I once more find my resolve wavering, I ask that you show me the way. You were a brother to Horschiffon. Will you be a brother to me as well? Come, Heavensward. There's much to be done. For Father, and for Sir Emmerich, and for Ishgard.
Run after him, kid.
To think we share the same blood. Pray excuse us.
Those were the days of promises and vows, of tentative first steps into an uncertain future. A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen. Born of good and evil, of light and darkness, and shepherded by our hand. Be it for weal, or be it for woe.
It's for wheel, man. For wheel. Memoirs of Count, the amount of as goes light, so goes darkness. I shall take the money. Boy.
This is thy proof. The Grune oracles,
Apocathria. It is a truth long forgotten, a tale of the beginning, and the path we have been set upon.
Our fates were ordained long ago, Archon. The Garleans are no exception, nor the Triad. You know what must be done.
You're crazy, man. 100 patrol number 4317. Yep. Oh no. Well? Everyone has their orders. The masks will soon attack, as all units are in position. The Imperials won't know what hit them. I know that was Ida. My bad. I fear it will be bloody. This is an angle. By Ralga, it had better be. We cannot stay here forever, Ida. We have other responsibilities. I know full well what my responsibilities are, and I mean to fulfill them. Every one. Alright. That has been 2 hours, 40 minutes? About that? So I am going to end stream here. I'm gonna go have some food. And then I don't know if I'm doing this again tomorrow. I don't know if I'm doing Baldur's Gate, if I can get the cord so I can use my controller. All will go well. So Daniel, Claire, thank you both for hanging out and for lurking. Anyone who's just been lurking, thank you very much for that. Tomorrow we'll be doing patch 3.2, the Gears of Change, which we actually get a dungeon in, which I'm very excited for. But yeah, I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna get some rest. Thank you guys for hanging out. Again, we'll be live tomorrow. Depends on what we're playing. What you see is what will happen, I guess. But yeah, have a great night, everyone. If you're new, please sub. And yeah, like the stream. Take care. Have lovely nights. Everyone get your rest. Have some food. And bye-bye. Let me, There we go. Little guy says goodbye too.